Hello and welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. This is just a quick video and about Euro 2020 ticketing, because I think it's a very important subject, and I suppose I think we'd all like to see as many Irish fans in the stadium as possible if we qualify. And I have a big concern that if we do qualify via the playoffs, it's going to be too late for a lot of people to get tickets. So I'm just going to provide the information, and it's up to everybody to make their own decision. And I appreciate buying tickets now is a bit like buying a pig in a poke, and they are expensive, but just going to provide the information and see what you think yourselves. So UEFA have already had a phase one sale, and I think the Dublin tickets went okay, but I don't think they were that great. And I think the natural thing is Irish people are, if we qualify, we'll get tickets. But there's some very interesting figures have come out from the Belgian and English FA, and they're basically pretty much the same thing. England said they'll get 5,000 tickets if they play in Dublin in the round of 16. Now, UEFA treat all countries the same, including us. If the games are in Dublin, we'll get exactly the same as whoever we're playing. So I think it might be a little bit more than 5,000. England may have played that down a little bit, but as of the draw on the 30th of November, UEFA are going to sell all bar about 7,000 tickets per game for Dublin. And those 7,000 tickets are going to be held back for whoever wins our playoff. Now, if Bosnia or Slovakia win the playoff, there's no demand. And I'm sure there'll be lots of other tickets on the market. If we win the playoff, demand is going to be insane. And I think people need to consider as well, I don't know how the FAI are going to distribute these tickets. And I don't even think the FAI know yet how. They haven't considered it because they don't need to consider it yet. And there are a few different schools in thought on this. It's not simply down to people. If you've got a season ticket, you'll get a ticket. You won't actually, because there aren't enough tickets in that. We have far more season ticket holders than 7,000. In fact, we probably have doubled that. We've somewhere between 12 and 15,000 season ticket holders. One theory would be that we give, for the 2 games in Dublin, because that's all we can have now is 2 home games in Dublin, they may give season ticket holders 1 ticket each. More likely they might go on people's away record, but even how many tickets are they going to put into that? Because there's so much demand on the FAI now from sponsors. You've also got all the football associations, etc. So I suppose my advice would be, don't rely on trying to get one of those 7,000 tickets if we qualify in March. What you can do about it, and again, it's up to yourself. In early December, UEFA are going to have a second sale, and there's going to be quite a lot more tickets for Dublin put on sale. You will know the draw at that stage. So just to be clear, our playoff winners will play 2 games in Dublin, and those games will become known. And our playoff winners will play Spain in Bilbao, and there'll be another game in Dublin between the other 2 teams in the group, which isn't known yet. All those countries the other 2 countries are going to get their allocation. Their tickets are going to be sold via their National Football Association. UEFA have a general public ballot, and there is a good chance to get tickets. You can apply for the 2 games in Dublin. You can also apply for the Spain game in Bilbao. I think that would actually be, if you did get tickets for that, I think it'd be relatively easy to offload those again afterwards. But we'll just stick with the December. It's a ballot done over December and January. You can apply for the 2 games in Dublin involving us. There are 3 ticket categories. Category C, which is the cheapest and probably the best value, of €50. Category 2 are in the corners of the stadium. They're €125. But the vast majority of the tickets are Category 1, because every ticket between the corner flags is classed as Category 1 by UEFA, right up to the very back of the Aviva. So even in row, I don't know, GG, how HH, I think it goes back to, in the East Upper, they're €185. Now, to be honest, it's a bit of a rip-off. I think it's very expensive. But I think you're paying for access and to be in the stadium, and if we're in the Euros, it's going to be well worth it. The downside of this is if you buy your tickets in January, you get our 2 games. We qualify, great, sorted. If we lost to Northern Ireland, there would be no problem offloading the tickets. You'll definitely get your money back. If Bosnia or Slovakia win the playoffs, I think it's good night. I think, and depending on who else is in, of course, we don't know. I mean, you could have a Poland or somebody like that in the Aviva, and their fans would pack it out. But even if we get countries like France or Portugal, they're actually going to bring very few fans to Dublin. So it's probably something to bear in mind. I think you need to consider looking at tickets now. Other ways of doing it, if let's say a group of 4 friends go to a game, you're increasing you can apply for up to 4 tickets. So if all 4 applied for 4 tickets and one of you got lucky, you could bring the other 3. Of course, Murphy's Law or whatever, Sod's Law, you'd end up with the same game or something like that. But look, there will be opportunities to swap, and my advice would be to look at tickets now, to look at this December and January ballot. It's one, I go to these tournaments as a neutral anyway, and for the last 2 Euros, I had 1 ticket for 1 game at this stage before 2012 and 2016. Now, I got our games from the FAI after we qualified, but I went to quite a number of games as neutral, and a lot of the tickets I got was in this December and January phase, which is a good time to get tickets. And after that again then, UEFA will open a resale portal which will run until the tournament. Now that's a way of offloading your tickets if unfortunately we don't qualify in the playoffs. You can sell them back, you can get all your money back. But good luck. I mean, just the advice that it won't happen if it's Bosnia or Slovakia. But so it's also another chance to get tickets is that resale portal. But that resale portal is going to consume your life. You can spend hours and hours on the portal waiting for tickets to pop up. You'll have, I don't know, we didn't have WhatsApp back in the day, but if 2012 and 2016, there was messages flying around and text messages. There's Italy tickets up on the portal. Belgium and Bordeaux is on the portal, quick. You know, there'll be a lot of stuff like that. So there are still plenty of chances to get tickets. My advice would be start looking for your tickets now in the hope that we'll qualify, because I think on April 1st, if we qualify, it will be too late for many of our fans.
Yeah, fair play. I think a lot of people would be a little bit more educated in it now, and I think that was kind of what needed to be said. A bit like your video with the Nations League. I think you pretty much predicted all that, and it came true pretty much, didn't it? The video you did, you said that
probably Slovakia away, yeah. I think so.
So
yeah.
Ultimately, that's kind of paid off. But I would take Gary's advice if I was any of the fans. The man knows the stuff, and he goes to these types of tournaments all the time. You were at the World Cup, weren't you? You got a lot of games in as well.
Yeah, in Russia, yeah.
So take it from the man's, the horse's mouth, I suppose you could say. Huge thanks to Gary for the explanation. And hopefully you get sorted with tickets. And if you do decide to get tickets or whatever, let us know. And you know, if you want to say thanks to Gary or whatever for giving you the information, drop it in the comments. And follow him on Twitter as well, because he's a good man to know, at Spain Gary on Twitter. So check him out. Don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Yeah.